What's going on? Welcome to K.A.E Sports Talk. If you give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and get it going. So let's go. And here's the thing. This is the Let It Fly podcast, and it's the PBA. Can the PBA change their ways? For those that don't know, it's the Philippines Basketball Association. So it's even with right now we're in the semifinals with like Ginebra, which is one of the most popular teams, and already San Miguel is already into the finals. It's going to be just another thing from the crowd. Oh, it's going to be a San Miguel team that's going to win. But let's get into this podcast. So the Let It Fly, they brought in, the commissioner, really Marcial, with Gabe and Jarad Dillenger. I'm sorry, I forgot the female's name, but let's take a look here and let's get it going. So here we go. So here's the Let It Fly podcast. The video is about an hour and 15 minutes long. So let's just listen in on maybe some of the questions. So let's see how it goes. I probably will just do maybe a couple of them, Gabe and Jarad Dillingers. We'll see. So let's go.
How many questions are we doing here?
Three, one. Yeah,
One does four.
One.
You can do
Yeah, you
four.
can do-
We'll do
yeah.
last.
So I'll
You
do
can
the
do
first
four, 4.
Math's not math. But so favorite PBA player of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
All
Mm.
time.
PBA
Madami
goat?
yun eh. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Juan Fernandez,
Okay.
Junmar, Jaworski. So madami eh.
Okay,
That's a solid.
let's
That's a
give you
solid.
a top
Eras.
five.
Okay, we'll go
Top
top five. Or top
Yeah.
five. So you name those
Fernandez.
three.
Yes. Jaworski.
Patrimonio,
Mhm.
Okay.
Jaworski,
Junmar.
Junmar,
Who's your fifth?
maybe Boggs or Alan K.A.E.
Okay.
I like that.
That's
Alright.
that works.
Good answers.
That
Great
works.
answers.
Next question. Name a player who you think can be the future face of the PBA.
Ooh. Jared and Gabe.
Future.
Future, not past.
Future.
Not past.
Our,
As of-
our time has
As of now, it's Junmar and Scotty.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yung sa next gen po ako.
Next.
Sa
Yes,
next
sir.
gen.
Tingin niya,
Hindi ko pa kasi nakakasama talaga eh. Maybe Stockton or Holt or hindi ko pa nakikita yung ugali nila.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kasi itong mga ugali nito, all-star.
Memorize mo na.
alam ko na magaling makasama, okay sa fans. So, hindi ko pa pag naglaro, pero kailangan lahat, Gabe, yung pati yung ugali mo.
Yeah.
Marunong ka sa fans. Pagtsatsaga mo ba yung fans?
Yeah, it's more than just the
Diba?
basketball.
Hindi
True.
lang basketball lang kayang hirap.
Yeah,
True.
Hindi ko
that
pa
makes
nakakita.
sense.
Sorry.
That makes sense. Number 3, which former PBA commissioner do you look up to the most?
May kanya-kanya ang mga commissioners. May magaling sa rules,
Mhm.
may magaling sa marketing,
Yeah.
may magaling mag-PR, may stricto.
May sarili-sariling strengths.
So may iba't iba eh. May iba't ibang ano sila eh. So hindi ko masabi na may isasama ko sa isang commissioner. May iba't iba silang strengths.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
it's like the infinite.
David Stern.
It's a safe answer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Can't ruffle any
It's
feathers
a good
right there. Go to a different league. All right, number 4, since you became commissioner, which player has been called to your office the most?
Definitely
I
not
think it
Gabe
might be
Norwood.
my teammate.
It's
My teammate is on the top
it's
5 for sure.
Bo, Calvin. Sila,
Who else is up there?
Almasan, yung mga yun.
Oh yeah,
Almazan,
Raymond.
Almasan. Miranda.
Oh, right.
Miranda.
True.
True.
Top 4.
That's the top one.
Those are good ones. You should have an award for that at the end of the year,
That would be so fun.
right? Mythical 5,
yeah.
sportsmanship, and then I think of something.
Attendance. Office attendance.
Yeah.
All right,
Ay,
JD.
Lahat yun, may kasama mura lahat yun. Ha?
Right.
Hindi lang.
Siyempre.
All right, boss, coming over my way. What's the most difficult decision you've had to make as a commissioner?
Yeah, like I told you guys, is in COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hindi ko kasi alam kung anong mangyari. Hindi ko alam kung anong the future, hindi alam ng lahat ng tao kung anong mangyayari. So,
So,
ang hirap kung itutuloy ko ba yung bubble. Pero, like I said,
Yeah.
kawawa yung mga owners. Pinapasweldahan tayo for 6 months
Yeah.
Yeah.
na hindi binabawasan. So, kailangan naman, yun ang hirap.
Yeah.
Kung itutuloy ko yung bubble o hindi.
Makes sense, boss. Most overrated PBA player of all time.
Aray. Dito po
Oh.
nahirapan si LA.
Overrated at all time. Lahat yata ng players overrated.
We can say
Wala,
of this era
Uh,
or last, back then era. You can
overrated.
take that as you want.
Honest, hindi wala akong overrated. May sinabi silang overrated. Sige nga sabihin ko, sino? Para agree ba ako o hindi? Sino sinabi nila?
Who did LA say?
Calvin. He said Calvin.
But his
Hindi rin eh.
reasoning was more on the potential of where he could have been.
He could be even
So
more.
like he's already a star, but he felt like he could have been
Mhm.
even more of a
Hindi rin eh. Sa akin hindi rin.
He could have been more. Yeah.
Hindi rin.
yeah.
Hindi rin sa akin. Disagree.
Si Nu
So-
completely avoided the question.
Yeah.
Ako,
His
wala
dad
naman
had
ako
answer.
maisip, honest.
Mhm.
Wala. Kaya nga tinatanong ko kung meron kayo. Kung may
So okay, so yeah, so he was on the hot seat, but the the questions, and I know what a lot of the fans would say. So let's take a look at the comments here. So yeah, I know why So is not present in this episode. He's the only guy that can ask the real questions. I haven't watched the whole episode, but kudos to these guys for bringing in probably one of the most hated commissioners of the PBA. Marcel answering questions like he's a third grader. The glued answered Coom, it's like the PBA heist. What happened to the league that we all love? How the mighty have fallen. One whole season, no height limit for the import, fair trade, balanced teams, home and away format. Yep. The guy said, okay, great questions. I finished the whole episode. And of course, I'll try to pin this, this podcast. Yep. So the PBA, okay, but I miss a PBA I grew watching. So yeah, and that's one of the things. Can it improve? Because right now we don't have a lot of fans in the seats. I mean, we have television. Lots of television for the PBA. And, I became a fan because I love the game of basketball. And, I became a fan when, Bay Area Dragons came and they packed a house for, that 7-game series when they beat the Bay Area Dragons 4-3. And, my other buddy became a Chickens fan. I know I drink the Kool-Aid for Ginebra. I'm a Ginebra fan. But yep, this podcast. It was nice to bring in the commissioner. These guys try to, ask the hard questions, but these and Gabe and Jarad, they played a lot of years in the PBA. I don't know if it's because they have to like tread carefully or genuinely they just wanted to just get the answers to the bottom line. But there's so many reasons why we're like, okay, we need to get butts in the seats, just like the emergence of what Caitlin Clark is doing for women's basketball, and and the PBL, the Premier Volleyball League, is now packing out their arenas, like even the old arena, Smart Araneta Coliseum, which is in Manila, and Mall of Asia, they're packing out. And then, the more popular sport is in the college ranks, the UAAP for basketball. So that is packing the house out. But for the PBA lately, a lot of the fans are just, annoyed. And, and this commissioner, they're annoyed with him. But, it is what it is. So we'll just have to see whatever move he makes. I know there's a lot of things there. There's, we could add that, the corruption and all that. But the league, they got to figure out how to balance it out instead of being, the same San Miguel teams to win it year in and year out. So But yep, check that podcast out, Let It Fly. And by the way, if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you in my next video.